So welcome back to Proof of Life number 2. It's been a month since I've put this together, so I don't even really know what we're going to be seeing. But as per usual, here we are in Scheveningen. Found a lot of cool stuff on the beach the last week that I was there. So that was quite fun. Got to see a lot of cool shells, and I don't really know. It was a great time. And not too hot, which was lovely. Look at that inside there. So gorgeous. And as you can tell, my microphone on my computer is still not working, so you get to see how this lines up with the voice note that I'm making. Great idea. Anyway, here we are, surfers out in Scheveningen during the evening, and guess what? More Dutch homework. Look at me, so studious, learning. And then, this was on the way to one of my Dutch lessons, so fun. Got lunch at Albert Heijn. And Bud, I found you at Cap, New York, baby. That's kind of fun. Okay, and then so many jellyfish. I think this was the day. No, it's not. Never mind. We'll get to that. Paragliders or hang gliders, what they are. Oh, guess what? More shells. Yeah. I had a lot of fun looking at shells. And then I realized, I never gave you a tour of my little Airbnb here. So here we are in Ruud's little studio apartment. As you can see, I did not clean for this video, so this was after almost 2 weeks of living there. You get to see the full kitchen caboodle. So we've got a kind of a split kitchen here, which worked out really well, actually. Could make a lot of food there really easily. As you saw, I think the hamster pasta last time. I had just done some sink washing and realized probably a week after I moved out of here that I'm pretty sure I just misread the laundromat sign, and I could have actually washed my clothes at the laundromat, but I didn't read it correctly, so that's kind of haunted me even now. Here's my walk, typically either to the beach or downtown. So you get to the church, you either take a left and you go down the Kaiserstraat, which has a lot of fun restaurants and things. And also the Albert Heijn and the post office and the laundromat that I didn't use correctly. Or you go to the right, and literally over that hill is the beach. Oh, and a little mini beeb, as they call the little free libraries. Left some books there, obviously. Then, I just saw this one, Dale. I was in a pit bull phase when I videotaped this. And then, guess what? Since I couldn't do laundry at the laundromat, then I did it at Trey and Marlene's house. And so this is me with you guys in a bush hanging up all my stuff. For better or for worse, it was a very warm day, so everything pretty much dried within, 2 hours, I think. It was very nice. So it was good to see them and also get some laundry done. And then, my last night in Scheveningen, obviously I had to go for a walk. Still super warm. Can't remember why. I think I just like those birds. Yeah, I was just on a bird kick that day, I think. They were just making me giggle. Man, recording a voice note a month later is pretty difficult. So we'll see what I remember for the next couple as I make these. I was really into a bird phase. Well, that will serve me well as we get into Shetland. As you'll also notice, this is a long-ass video, so I can't really remember what I put in here. Oh, yes, okay. This was cool jellyfish. I had a full, look at that one. That was kind of blue. Crazy, right? I had a whole plan to go through dead fish and count how many jellyfish I found on the beach that night. But then, as you see, I get to the end of the beach, and I just turn around, and there are easily 50 jellyfish just hanging out within 100-foot span. So I was like, I'm not going to count all these. That's just insane. But I guess jellyfish have been kind of washing up on northern European beaches in kind of droves this summer. And they're not dead, or not all of them die, and they swim back out during high tide. So, I don't know. Maybe those aren't dead. Maybe they're fine. But they sure look dead. And then my girl, Miffy, Ninja, look at her. She's how I knew I was headed home. And then, this is at Dre and Marlene's house, and they're beautiful flowers. So nice. Things started blooming so well. Can't remember Was there a bee there? No, I don't think so. Oh, and get ready. Cool little helmet. Like, it's a bunny. Oh, this was on the way to Apeldoorn to take the train up to Zwolle to meet Chris and Kareen for the weekend. So got some cool travel train videos for you. Beep, look at that go. But it was lovely. Taking the train is a surprisingly relaxing experience when it's not during peak season. This was leaving Apeldoorn. That was always fun trying to figure out what the signs meant in Dutch, but I'm pretty sure I sat in the right spot. No one kicked me out, so that was good. And oh, look at there. I'm such a travel vlogger. Look at me. Oh, yeah, there you go. Anyways, we're on the train, and there's Kareen got all picked up in Zwolle, and then we spent the day, saw this cool band from Amsterdam actually perform in a church that's helping, I think, refugees from like Ukraine or something who have had a hard time getting their paperwork sorted, and so as long as there's like a service going on, then the family is like living in the church and just like hangs out, and they can't get deported. So anyway, here's some cool medieval gates. This was not Zwolle. We went to another town that I am forgetting the name of because it's been a month. Anyway, then kick-ass church. Always love a good church. Awesome organ. Look at that. And then literally within like 5 minutes that we got here, organ concert. So we just wandered around and looked at cool stuff that was just hanging out, like statues and things that had been taken down or moved or whatever while a guy played the organ in the background. It was great. Baby little heart. I think that's why. Yeah, I like the heart there. That was cute. Oh, and then these guys. I looked up. There are two guys here in the 1619, Johannes and Azorius or whatever. And they got afgezet, which means they didn't die and they weren't moved. They just got in trouble. And I thought it was going to be drama and exciting. And I was like, no, it was during the Reformation, so they were not the right brand of Protestant anymore and got deposed. Anyway, so we walked around. This is downtown of the city that I forgot. And then the Bastard Cafe. Found another mini beeb. Always good to check out the books. And it's Chris and Green's house. And they live in a beautiful part called Linda. And that is very agricultural. So their neighbors have cows. We can just watch them. And then there's usually little not mini horses, ponies that are in that little rectangular area. But we took a walk. And I don't know if you can see it in this video, but over there on the stick is a stork. I'd never seen a stork in person. And then, oh, there's another one. There's so many, and they're huge. So, yeah, birds were out in droves that week. It was so fun. And this is us driving somewhere. I honestly can't remember. But isn't it cute? They got the cows. It was a great day. Also very warm. I hit the heat wave every time. Oh, yes, we were going to a sheep shearing event. And here's a guy who, he volunteers for an organization where the sheep will, like, eat the grass in, like, the public parks and stuff. And so they don't have to mow anything. And so he uses the dog to kind of, like, herd him around. There he goes. Oh, look at him go. And so, yeah, so it's like an ecological way to mow grass for the city. So I can't remember which city he does it in. But I think they live here, wherever this demonstration is going on. And then they just go mow the grass for people. That's pretty nice. Obviously poop around everywhere. And then, oh yeah, here's even more sheep. So these ones I don't think are part of the mowing organization. They're just kind of hanging out, but they got sheared already. Look at them go. So fluffy. And then we've got little guys, and here's a guy just like shearing a sheep, which was wild to watch. And yeah, sheep not super thrilled about it, but hey, you know. Oh, and then there was also, for some reason, like dog Olympics happening. So it's just so fun to watch these corgi try to just jump over stuff. Oh, there's us with our little sheepy hats. And there was a reason that I videotaped this little river. Do I remember? No. But it was cool. Yeah, that's all I got for you. Sorry. Oh, I think there was like an ice cream place that's really popular. Maybe we already passed it. I can't remember. It's been a month since we took all this, so the diary didn't quite work out. But anyway, that's nice. And then, oh yeah, modern windmills. So those wind turbines doing good things. Still using the wind, which, goodness gracious, it was so nice to have a breeze that weekend. Because it wasn't as hot as the first week, but it was toasty. And, oh, guess what? Watch, or bee watch, as we'll say. Look at how cute they are. This was just out in Chris and Kareen's backyard with our little fuzzy butts. Just hung out with these bees for probably half an hour, honestly. I just love watching them. They're so cute and fuzzy. And then you'll see their little kitty, Twitter. Look at him. What a sweet nugget. He came and hung out. That was lovely. Look at how cute he is and so fluffy. Oh, and he's going to take a nap. Yeah. At this point, there was a nice breeze, and so he took a nap on the warm stones. Oh. And we went to dinner. And then I'm pretty sure you'll remember this from Instagram if you saw it, but It's a Rain Men video. And guess what? I would put the sound in here, but I don't remember how to do that yet. So, yeah, anyway, enjoy me dancing to no music. Oh, well. The next day we got to go see puppies at their neighbor's house. Aren't they just the cutest? So now all of these puppies have gone off to their homes, and they're very happy and excited. Then we did another little walk around. Again, another really cool old town. Do I remember what town? No. But then there was some cool, like, little frog statue, little frog choir. It didn't make any sound, but I just thought it was adorable. See little froggies in the moat. And then this... Oh, we're back in Zwolle. That's where okay, now we're in Zwolle. And here's another cool gate. I love a medieval gate. And then this is, like, in the middle, like, old town, I think. And it's getting, like, gentrified now. And this, oh my gosh. This is the bookstore. So Van de Wereld Books, I think? I can't really read it right now. Van der Velde Boeken. This used to be a church that is now a bookstore. And it is everything I ever hoped. I could have spent all day in there. I mean, look at this. You have the cathedral height ceilings. You've got the organ still there. Oh, okay. I guess I didn't take any more videos. But here's me on the way back to The Hague. That bookstore was incredible, though. And then I just thought it was funny. Gouda is a town, but movie cheese. That's funny. I can't remember why. Oh, that was Yara's house. We went to go see Yara and Roel. That was really fun. Also don't remember why I took a video of this. Oh, this was the next day. This was at, I cannot remember the museum, but everything is made out of candy. This was so cool. So obviously you couldn't, like, touch anything. But it was awesome. And they gave you a little sweet to, like, eat, so you weren't tempted to eat any of the stuff. But it was all these different rooms, and it was all made out of candy, and it smelled really good, surprisingly. And some stuff was moving, some stuff was stationary. But look, this is like a loom, and then the sewing machine is actually, like, moving up and down. It's not actually sewing, obviously, but look at how cute it is. This was also the museum, and I'm underneath a pool, essentially. Marlene's above the pool, so that was kind of fun. And then this is a mini elevator. And so, for scale, here comes Marlene. Oh, this was legit. This was a space art movie thing that took 24 minutes, so, like, each minute was, like, an hour of time or something. I can't remember. There was some math to it, but anyway, we sat there the whole 24 minutes because it was just so mesmerizing. And the guy who made it painted, like, 3 different layers or something. I can't remember how it moved, but it was neat. And that's a clock that just says now in English. Isn't that nice? And then, guess what? Back home to do Dutch homework. But look it. This is so cool. And, such a cool little tea thing. Marlene ended up giving me that so I can use it in Ireland, which I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun. It's a very relaxing way to watch your tea steep. And then, guess what? The cup is a heart. Ah, how cute is that? So that was fun. That was a nice little pick-me-up during my homework time. And then I think, did I go? Where was this? Oh, we were going to the palace. So for 3 weeks out of the year when the king is not, like, he's on his vacation with his family, you can go in the working palace. This is, like, where he does, like, his office job, essentially. And you get an audio guide and, like, wander around. Look at that guy. And then I just loved this wallpaper in one of the, I think it's a meeting room or a dining room. Can't remember. Again, it was a month ago. But look at that fat baby. And then here was some fun. I'm sure these paintings were, like, of people that are, you know, great uncles or something. But I just thought they looked funny. And then this was a cool ballroom. So I think this was part of the palace that burned in, like, the 40s or the 50s. Oh, you can get a citizens award called, like, Apples von Oranje, like apples of orange, which I think is funny. That's a really cool honor you can give. And then this lady, I think her name's Mary, probably. Loved her hairpiece. Look at that. Big old heart hair. Queen. And then I just like this willow tree. Hey, willow. Because I was waiting for the bus one day. Do I remember why? No. Oh, I went back to Scheveningen. So I knew I wouldn't have any time for the rest of the trip, so I wanted to make sure to go back and enjoy the beach. This is actually the first time I went to the beach during the day and not in the evening. So completely different vibe, but very fun. And those guys would continue to kind of like test out their flying equipment, but like not actually take off. It was interesting. I don't really know why. So then I got a little spritz at the Boonoo Beach Cafe, and of course, patat mayonnaise. I don't know if I took a video of it, but there's definitely a bird that was waiting for me to finish my fries. So, and then, ta-da, I did it. Anyway, bye!